Cameron, thank you. The deadly Perryton fire is still blazing this morning. News Channel 10's Cassie Stafford is live in the studio with the latest on the efforts to contain those flames.
Good morning, Matt. Smoke filled the air in Ochiltree, Lipscomb, Hemphill, and Roberts counties, burning more than 315,000 acres. Although the fire is 60% contained, first responders continue to battle the front lines. Around 1:30 Monday afternoon, our windy conditions caused power lines in Ochiltree County to rub against each other and spark the fire before the embers reportedly got out of control. The Ochiltree County Sheriff says they're using a technique called back burning, which they described as a prescribed burn. It's where they fight fire with fire, essentially, to get rid of the fuel so the flames can't spread anymore. The blaze progressed into the Canadian River Valley and Canyon last night. Initial reports said no structures were lost, but we now know a few homes and hog barns were lost in Ochiltree County and at least one home in Roberts County. And one of the homes that burned in Perryton fire belonged to the author of the Hank the Cowdog series. Author John R. Erickson's ranch southwest of Perryton burned to the ground. But thankfully, he and his wife, Chris, were able to escape unharmed. A majority of their land also burned, but they are still surveying damage to property and livestock. We are still efforting new information this morning about the fire and other fires burning in the area. Stay with us on News Channel 10 or check out our website at newschannel10.com for the latest. Reporting live in the studio, Cassie Stafford, News Channel 10.
Cassie, thank you. A family in Canadian is mourning the loss of their son this morning. 25-year-old Cade Cook died in a fire on his way home from work on Monday night. His family says that he was traveling from Canadian to Lipscomb. News Channel 10's Shaylee Sanders spoke with his mother, who tells us that Cade had just learned he was going to be a father.
Dana Cook,
this is him and his wife,
should be celebrating the announcement that her son and daughter-in-law are expecting a child.
The look on his face of just total happiness. He was just thrilled about that baby.
But instead, she's making funeral arrangements.
And now a week later, he's gone.
She says her son, Cade Cook, left work in Canadian around 5:30 Monday night and started making the roughly 25-mile journey home to Lipscomb.
And I said, please don't go. It's too dangerous. They're closing down roads.
But Dana says Cade was determined.
His wife, Sierra, didn't have a car, and they were talking about maybe evacuating over there. She had no car. She's pregnant, scared. He said, it's my responsibility to go take care of my family.
She says Cade promised to call her when he got home, but as time passed, she began to worry.
Finally, when my husband's saying, I'm going to go look for him, we can't just wait. We have to do something.
And as her husband searched for Cade, Dana waited by the phone.
I get a phone call and it says Cade's cell, and I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God he's okay. So I say hello, and it's a sheriff's deputy.
She says they found Cade's body 5 miles from his house. Just more than 24 hours after Cade Cook's death, and this is what a lot of the county looks like. Miles and miles of black charred grass, hot spots, and even bigger flames in other parts of the county that firefighters are still working to put out. Now, Sierra is forced to raise their child without Cade. She created a GoFundMe page, writing on March 6th, God called my husband home. People gave, and they are still giving. She says the money will go toward Cade's funeral arrangements, and whatever is left will go toward their child. Reporting from Canadian, Shaylee Sanders, KCBD, News Channel 11.
As of this morning, that GoFundMe page has raised more than $17,000 for the Cook family. You can find out more on how to donate to the Cook family at newschannel10.com. The deadly LaForge East fire in Gray County has reignited and now is 75% contained. The blaze burned 135,000 acres and is responsible for the deaths of 3 people. Officials say Cody Crockett, Sidney Wallace, and Sloan Everett were killed Monday as they tried to save cattle in Gray County. Livestock were also lost, though it's unknown how many cattle were involved. No structures in the area are being threatened by the fire at this time. The Oklahoma Forestry Service is working with several local agencies to contain the Northwest Oklahoma Complex fire. 3 fires from Woodward, Harper, and Beaver counties have combined to burn more than 380,000 acres. Crews initially warned communities south of Gate about a possible evacuation. However, due to changes in wind direction, they're hopeful the fire will miss those people. The Forest Service has also set up a support system for cattlemen who may have had property damage or lost cattle. Officials say the next update on containment efforts should be available later this morning. 19 counties in our area are currently under a burn ban. 17 of those are right here in the Texas Panhandle, including Moore County, who reinstated their ban just yesterday. Cimarron and Texas counties in the Oklahoma Panhandle are also under a burn ban, and they are 2 of 17 counties in the state of Oklahoma under a county-declared burn ban. Only a few customers are still without power this morning since fires broke out across the Panhandle on Monday. Xcel Energy estimates around 2,500 customers were originally affected by the outages. 40 poles on high-voltage transmission structures were reportedly damaged and will need to be replaced. About 24 other poles were also damaged, but that number is expected to grow until all the fires are contained. Xcel is currently patrolling by ground and helicopter to check damage and make repairs. The AgriLife Extension Service is now preparing to collect supplies for the ranchers and farmers affected by the wildfires. As of now, AgriLife has plans to have 2 animal supply locations, one in Lipscomb County, the other in Gray County. These supply locations will aid all producers affected in the surrounding areas. The AgriLife Extension is also taking donations like medical supplies, feed, and even fencing as well.
What will happen as soon as we get approval for those points, we'll be requesting donations, both of those supplies and also monetary donations if people are wanting to do that.
If you're looking to donate, you can contact either the Lipscomb or Gray County Extension offices. They're also looking for volunteers to help transport all of the supplies. For more information about these supply points or how you can help, visit our website, newschannel10.com.